by road and all that through what's it called? Through Southeast, through Ghana, through Togo and all that anymore. What they're now doing is they're making it easier because the customs are tightened in the Togolese Ghana border, and you can pay these people on the Nigeria Togolese border. We have some bad immigration officers on our side. So things are getting tight now. What we now found out is children are missing in schools in Ghana. Remember those children that they took? Young boys, as they said, they had a football scholarship. They'll go to school and they'll have football deals. About 18 of them taken to Nigeria, put in a warehouse. Can you believe it? So I don't want Ghanaians to get into this crime stuff. And I need them to be really very alert because some of our Nigerians are really bad in Ghana. That's what's happening. And so now the protest started. Go back, go home. It's not xenophobia. Both governments have to discuss further and watch my video before those discussions start.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Okay, so my name is Lillian. Just in case you are new, to my returning viewers, I appreciate you for always coming back. Please do it to like this video. Yeah, for a while now, I have been reposting videos of other Nigerians on here and taking a look at them, wanting you, my viewers, to learn one or two, correcting and probably agreeing or disagreeing with some. When I saw Kemi's own, because I thought she should have done this long ago, being Kemy now. I watched it and I'm like, now wow, Dr. Kemy, this your own pa. Anyways, because I've been on that, so let's do this. There are a few things I would like to correct about this Kemy's opinion on Nigerians living in Ghana. Anyways, let's get into Kemy's part of the video.
Dr. Kemy for Kemy Talks Media. It's Thursday, the 7th of August, 2025. Let's talk about Ghana again. Since I'm still on this Ghana thing, I want to talk about the trip that Bianca Ojukwu made to Ghana last week to meet with the Foreign Minister Samuel Ablakwa, and President Mahama. A lot of things are happening in Ghana, and I've seen it with my own eyes. For the past 3 years, back and forth, I have been seeing different areas of Ghana with problems that had to do with issues with Nigerians and others. Now, I'm not going to get into that Igbo King stuff, okay? In America, Igbos have communities all over the place. There's one state that even has Igbo Day, which the state actually recognizes. That's North Carolina. So when you're forming communities in other countries, you need to also remember that that country is hosting you. You can't start taking over things in their country. You have to abide by their laws. So the king, I don't see anything the king has done wrong in living there, but there was just all these rumors about him and things. So they started these protests about Igbos must go, Nigerians must go. They were singling out that tribe. You don't know what's going on in Ghana, so you listen to me. Now, first of all, there are more Igbos in Ghana than Yorubas or Hausas, okay? After Igbos, it's Hausas. All the Aboki boys are selling like dirty suya on the streets, not the kind we eat at home. Some of them are like knocking these boxes, running around neighborhoods, trying to fix your shoes, your nails or something. And others are just simply riding the Fanais and Brofoot bikes. However, the Igbos are mostly working in Accra in Circle. That's the computer village of Accra. Under the bridge there, it's just like computer village in Lagos. There's a bridge, everything, electronics and all. Ghana has lights 24/7 and Nigeria gives them the gas. And with that being said, people can actually work efficiently with light. So many of the Nigerians in Circle are Igbos. Also, you have to remember Abia, Ebonyi, Anambra, all those states in the southeast. There's word goes out like life is better in Ghana, they go. Now, with that being said, life is better in Ghana, let's go became a trend in the southeast that someone now decided to start trafficking girls into Ghana with or without their consent. Some girls were literally drugged and they woke up in Ghana. Others, okay, were just being told they're going to do house girl nanny. They got in Ghana, they were turned into sex workers. Others were told they were going for sex work and they complied. They were complicit. They wanted to make money. There's no job in Nigeria. So you have three kinds of prostitutes in Ghana. Every night in Accra, I haven't been to the whole of Ghana. I told you I grew up at 9 years old with my dad. He came here for a temporary thing, Takoradi and Tema. But Accra is very big and very metropolitan. And what I noticed in Accra was at night, there's some areas that prostitutes are just lining up the streets. You guys know the deal. You do it in Abuja. You do it in Allen Avenue. Girls everywhere on the streets. This is what Accra is looking like now. You go to an area called Kasua, Medina, Lagos Avenue is even close to, an upscale area inside East Lagos. Okay, now, if you want to see the really high-class prostitute, go to Cantonment, where the U.S. Embassy is. Around that corner there, you'll see nice restaurants. All these expensive restaurants, you look inside who's in there. It's a foreigner, somebody white, Lebanese, Chinese, and all. They're carrying dollars and they're paying with dollars. There are girls out there, too. So I went undercover and I took my cameras, everything, and I noticed that most of the girls there were Nigerians. I mean, almost all of them, 95%. And when I tried to test them by speaking in Yoruba to one or two of them, they didn't understand Yoruba. They were Igbos. So at the end of the day, I speak Igbo, and I spoke to them and they understood what I was saying. One girl told me she's in Ghana for school. I said, so what are you doing out here? Are you not prostituting here? I said, no, I'm just talking to my friends. They come up with all these different excuses. But someone started this trend of bringing young Igbo girls from the southeast into Ghana. Now, we also rescued two of them, okay? Uber driver contacted me. Like, when you get off of Uber, whenever I'm in Ghana, Bolt is the one I use. Those Bolt drivers, they have your number because they carried you. Some of them save your number, believe it or not. Me, there's some Bolt drivers that, like, I would tell them I'm a journalist, blah, blah, and we'll chat throughout the trip. So one driver that actually called me said, Madam Kemy, that's the name of my Bolt app in every country. I never put my last name. Madam Kemy, please, I need your help. I'm like, oh, you're the Bolt driver from, what trip was that? And I'm like, okay, what happened? Like, this driver told me that there was a Nigerian girl that he carried to a hookup, and she had to sleep with 10 men on that day, and the girl was very sick and she wanted to go back to Nigeria. She didn't like the job she did. It was really bad. The driver felt so compassionate and wanted me to contact Abike Dabiri or one of those people in Nigeria, which I did. At one point, Abike came here, Honorable Dabiri came here, and she actually made some moves. She came for the boy once too. The boy, watch this, Southeast State, Imo, Anambra, Abia. It's happening a lot in Abia State. Your boys go to school in the morning, they don't come back home. Mother calls the school, where's my son? Nobody knows. He left school in his uniform, gone, disappeared, kidnapped. Many boys unaccounted for, as young as 10, 11, 12. They found him inside a house in Ghana, locked up in the house with no food. And they put them in front of computer. Some people are addicted to computers, addicted to phones. They put them in front of computers and in front of Facebook pages to be doing love scam, crypto scams, all kinds of scams. We see those accounts. Facebook shut down millions of accounts recently. We see those accounts. And at the end of the day, what we saw was when they broke that particular ring, Abike was in Ghana, and I read it, and the Ghana police force is a good force, the best one in Africa. And let me tell you something. The way that some of our Nigerians are overwhelming the Ghana police force, it's like they're now creating all these new forms of crime that the police now has to know. So they now, rescue those kids. They were so malnourished and everything. Now imagine, they can't kidnap people by road and all that through, what's it called? Through Southeast, through Ghana, through Togo and all that anymore. What they're now doing is they're making it easier because the customs are tightened in the Togolese-Ghana border, and you can pay these people on the Nigeria-Togolese border. We have some bad immigration officers on our side. So things are getting tight now. What we now found out is children are missing in schools in Ghana. Remember those children that they took? Young boys, as they said, they had a football scholarship. They'll go to school and they'll have football deals. About 18 of them taken to Nigeria, put in a warehouse. Can you believe it? They seized their passport and they started asking their families for money, more money. They were kidnapped. Recently, they were rescued. They returned them to Ghana. The woman hairdresser that was going to work in Ghana that was kidnapped, they took her to Nigeria, stripped her naked, beating her with a cutlass. There was blood everywhere. Some people were saying it's fake blood. No, it's not meant to be fake blood. It's meant to be what I saw as a journalist. They tortured that woman, let me tell you. They really tortured her. She was rescued. Ghana police made a lot of effort, and they bring in those Nigerians to Ghana to prosecute them because she was kidnapped from Ghana. The Okada man, that one happened in 2023. A young Ghanaian was told he could be rich, have a Lamborghini, all that, if he does money rituals. A Nigerian told him that he has to get somebody. So he took his trusted Okada guy. Imagine a Ghanaian boy that took his trusted Okada man. Some people have Okada men that come and pick them at home. And they kidnapped this guy. They beheaded him. And next thing, Ghana police arrested the young man. The Nigerian that coerced him into it, not found, fled, possibly in Nigeria. So I don't want Ghanaians to get into this crime stuff. And I need them to be really very alert because some of our Nigerians are really bad in Ghana. That's what's happening. And so now the protest started. Go back, go home. It's not xenophobia. Both governments have to discuss further and watch my video before those discussions start.
The reason Dr. Kemi's video made it to the channel is that this is not xenophobia. Now, Dr. Kemy, Madam Kemy, this is your video. Me, as somebody that lives in Ghana, some of your points, they're valid, but some, they're not valid. I don't know if it is due to the fact that you do not live here. You do a lot of the hearsay and a few that you can see anytime you visit. Some of the points I totally disagree with her. And I do not know if this is why the Ghana immigration is not acting on these things. Like the point she said, the girls, all the girls around cantonments are all Igbos. That is not true. The Olosho girls in Ghana is not only one tribe. All the tribes in Nigeria, all the regions, every single state is sitting pretty on that table. If you break it, it's not just one tribe that is there. We have a lot of non-Igbos. Another part, she said the Igbos are more than the Yorubas in Ghana. I totally disagree with that too. The Yorubas are a lot. It's just that the Yorubas integrate once they come into your country. They kind of like blend into your culture. They like just abide by your own rules. Sorry, they step on your toes. You like, they will tell you, sorry, instead of, wanting to tell you what is it, like the other tribes would do. Now, I don't know if this is why the immigration is not doing anything about the Olosho girls in Ghana, that is the prostitute, because you might be feeling like, oh, okay, we are attacking a particular tribe in Nigeria and it's not looking good on us. So because of that, we're going to let this thing be. And then now let's move on to the cyber criminals. Are they all Igbos? The answer is no. In fact, every tribe is sitting pretty on that table. We are all guilty. The only people I do not know is the Hausas. But when it comes to the kidnapping and anyways, I think I'm done with this video, and that's all. As I have always done it, I re-echo. So I didn't want her own to be exception. So I've done my part by re-echoing it here. The comment section is there. Roast, agree, disagree, argue, insult, anyone you want to do, feel free, as I'll see you in my next video.